When you say royal security, people might not understand that you had hundreds of people that were working for you. That must have been a real challenge. So in your capacity, what was the most difficult part of leading the royal security?
Well, in the first place, it was to amalgamate both the uniform, the people you see are outside guarding Buckingham Palace, Windsor, and all the rest of it, and to make them a coterminous team with those that travel the world protecting them, along with the special escort group, who are the motorcycles and the special escort people. So the first job was to create an unified team from 2 and almost 3 separate units. And I think one of the key things in any security is to have a combined vision and then an excellence which everyone feels part of a team. And that was really my primary role in the first year, was to bring everyone together to ensure that the priority went, one, obviously, to Her Majesty, and then in cascading order, if you like, for those who would follow her, Prince Charles, and then obviously William, and so on and so forth. But, in my day, we had 22 that we protected full time. So it meant we were really stretched, which again added to the problem because, of course, royals travel. And again, they go up to Scotland in the summer and so on, and Sandringham. So it was an amazing job, really. But I'm an ex-street copper, and I think that is what's so vital in any good police man or woman, is to have that street capability, which teaches you to act quickly, succinctly, and get the job done. And that was my primary role, really.
Well, you must have met them, quite a few of them. Have you got any juicy gossip stories? Any stories? What can you tell us?
None that I care to tell you in public, to be honest with you. But no, I'm sorry about that. But no, whenever I did meet members of the royal family, obviously I was there as someone wrongly said, the titular head. And I didn't know what titular meant, being slightly ignorant Welshman. So I had to look it up, and it means in name only. Well, they had a shock, having been the head of West London's TSG, Territorial Support Group. I'm nobody's titular. I now know what it means. So that some of them had a bit of a shock, because I was a marathon runner, very fit. I was an ex-firearms officer, an advanced driver, so I could ask them to do what I could do. And I think that's so important in leadership. And I started out life training to be a naval cadet officer. And again, as a young boy, that gave me the grounding in leadership. And I think leadership is about giving somebody a vision and that translating that vision into actually achieving the job. And my job was to keep them alive when the original IRA and others, some of the mentally ill people, etc., were doing their utmost to actually harm them. And so it was very interesting, and it is interesting to know the history of attacks on the British royal family, which goes back, well, obviously centuries, but I go back to 1760 when George III came on the throne, and poor old George was attacked numerous times, as was Victoria, and all of them in one shape or another. It's a fascinating tale, really, which hardly anybody knows about.